عليكم. نكمل محاضرتنا عن الأمالجام filling materials. الكريب اللي هو time dependent plastic deformation is a slow process permanent deformation of the amalgam. يعني هي التغييرات اللي راح تصير بالأمالجام after placement of the amalgam alloy under constant stress اللي هو static creep or intermittent stress اللي هو dynamic creep. The effect of the manipulative variable for increased strength and low creep اللي هي العوامل اللي تزيد لنا strength وتقلل لنا الكريب مال الأمالجام. الأمالجام الميركوري alloy ratio should minimum, condensation pressure should be maximum for late cut or admixed alloy. Careful attention should be paid for the timing of the trituration and condensation either under or trituration اثنيناتهن or delayed condensation راح يزيد لنا tarnish and corrosion. tarnish هي نقصد بيها هي loss of the luster from the surface of the metals or alloy due to the formation of the surface coating. The amalgam is always tarnished due to the formation of the sulfide layers on the surface. This causes no change in the mechanical properties of the corrosion اللي هي تعتبر المالتي-phase structure of the amalgam and make it prone to the العوامل اللي راح تتعلق لنا بالتارنش والcorrosion الهاي residual mercury, the surface texture, small scratch and exposed void, the contact of the dissimilar metals اللي هي مثلا عندنا الجولد والأمالجام اللي قلنا احنا لازم نتجنبها هذا الشي لأنه راح يؤدينا للجلفانيزم اللي شرحناها بالمحاضرات السابقة. and patients on the high sulfur diet, moisture contaminations and أكيد type of the alloy low copper amalgam is more susceptible to the corrosion لأن عندنا due to the greater gamma 2 than the high copper. The high copper amalgam is cathodic in respect in the low amalgam or mixed high and low copper restoration should be avoided. The corrosion of the amalgam can be reduced by smoothing and polishing the restoration, correct mercury alloy and proper manipulation. Avoid dissimilar metal including mixing of the high and low copper amalgam. The technical consideration المانيبيوليشن عندنا proportion and dispensers اللي هي عندنا dispenser للتابلت البري proportional capsules. الترايتوريشن المقصود به هذا المصطلح هو mixing of the amalgam اللي هي mixing of the all elements اللي السيلفر والتين والكوبر والدي ميركوري. الأداة اللي نستخدمها حتى نسوي بيها mixing نطلق عليها الأمالجاميتر. قبل كنا نستخدم الهاند mixing والهاند trituration. طبعا لها عدة أهمية. الادفانتج of the mechanical triturations اللي هي short mixing time, more standardized procedure and require less mercury when compared to the hand mixing technique. condensation قلنا هي عملية adaptation of the mercury بالcavity اللي هي لها aims of the condensation حتى adapt it to the cavity wall, remove excess mercury حتى نقلل void. The condensation should be manual or mechanical condensation. shaping and finishing carving اللي هي عندنا المرحلة اللي تبدي ورا condensation اللي هي نحاول انه الحشوة تصير اشبه بشكل السن الطبيعي. البيرنشينج اللي هي after carving restoration نسويلها smoothing. عندنا أداة اللي هي البرمشة، البولishing اللي هي حتى تقلل لنا الكروجن and prevent adherence of the plaque. A wet abrasive powder in a paste form is used for polishing. Mercury toxicity. Mercury is toxic. Free mercury should not be sprayed or exposed to the atmosphere. This hazard can arise during trituration, condensation, and finishing. During also removing of the old restorations. Mercury vapor can be inhaled. Skin contact with the mercury should be avoided. Any excess of the mercury should not be allowed to get into skin. This can react and some alloys are have serious effect on the skin, such as increase the sensitivity of the skin. And mercury has a cumulative toxic effect. Dentists and dental assistants are at high risk. It can be absorbed by the skin or by injections, and the primary risk is from inhalations. The clinic should be well ventilated، يعني تكون مهواة بطريقة جيدة. حتى all excess mercury and amalgam waste هم لازم نخزنها بsealed containers حتى ما نسبب contamination بالكلينيك. Your attention, then we will complete our lecture in next PowerPoint.